Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into the latest episode of the Challenge Season 40. This is episode 2. This is really the elimination episode from episode 1. And I kind of titled this, Did I Get It Right? At the end of last week's review, I kind of guessed, we already knew who lost, but I kind of guessed who I thought they would be matched up with and who would go home based on what you all told me the elimination was and just their skill sets and things like that. And we're going to go over, did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? This is probably going to be a quick review unless you all have some questions or whatnot. But I got 6 out of the 8 correct. And I feel like that's a really good job. 2 people really did surprise me. And I'm kind of not mad. I'm not mad at those surprises. So let's get into it. Now, I'm sorry for the review being late. You all know I was in Chicago this past few days. I was at the Missy Elliott concert with my sister and one of my sorors. We had an amazing time. Look out tomorrow night for the story time of the Missy Elliott concert. It's not going to be that long because nothing really crazy happened this time. Y'all know something really crazy usually jumps off every time I go out and have a story time. But this is just going to be what I thought about the show and things like that because it was just a really great time. But that's not for here. That's for tomorrow night. And I'm super late on the Love Island reunion. I got some things to say about that Love Island reunion. So we're going to close out Love Island USA tomorrow night with my reunion review. And then I am seated, you all, until mid-October. Like I don't have any concerts, out of town trips. Like I am seated for at least 6 weeks. At least 6 weeks. So your girl is going to be on top of the reviews. It's going to be a normal schedule. I'm going to try to get back into the live feeds. It took me a minute to find USA on my DirecTV, but I finally found Anonymous, and I think they put out 3 episodes at once, and I only watched. It didn't record correctly, so the first episode only recorded the last 30 minutes of the show, and I've been trying to find a way to re-record episode 1 so I can figure out how the game is being played. So far, I like it. So far, I like Anonymous. They be talking ish. I can't curse yet. They be talking ish on the Anonymous, but I got to figure out how the game is being played. But I might end up just reviewing it at the end. I don't know, but I might jump into that later because I'm only 30 minutes into the first episode and I'm not caught up on Anonymous. But what else is coming out that I might review? Me and Abby will be back Thursday to wrap up Love is Blind. Wednesday. And then I think The Circle season 7 is starting September 11th in a few weeks. So we got some good stuff coming up. Hey, everybody in the chat. Cheers to Polly getting whooped. All right. Look. Oh, we gonna get into it. You know it's hard for me when I like somebody, but I can only be honest. I can only be honest if I like you or if I dislike you. Hey, Dejan, Taj, you got mixed feelings about this episode? Well, let's get into it. Hey, Tabu, Miguel, AM, Anissa literally said, she did. When Anissa fell on Katie, this not a fat person joke because y'all see me. Y'all see all of this. This is not a fat person joke, but when Anissa fell on Katie, I thought she might have cracked one of that lady's ribs or something because I was like, but shout out to Katie for being badass. But let's get into it and let's just start with Anissa and Katie. They are on the first of my list. Era 1. What I did not like about what am I trying to say? How the eliminations were picked. Like TJ clearly said, this era made this elimination famous. This era made this elimination famous. I was expecting those errors to do the elimination that made them famous. And I believe era 1 was Balls In. And so I was like, why are we doing pole wrestle? And why is era 4 doing hall brawl? It didn't make sense, but I'm play y'all game challenge, play the game, play the game. And before we get started, I don't remember the person's name. This is a part of the YouTube job. It's newer to me because I don't have a big channel like some of my other YouTube colleagues and friends where people probably say nasty stuff to them all the time. But I just feel like if you have a negative comment or you don't like my content, you can hit the unsubscribe button silently. You don't have to be nasty and I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to everyone. I shouldn't focus on the negative. Angie, you shouldn't focus on the negative. So many people do love and support and watch. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But I just wanted to say you can't silently unsubscribe if you hate. You don't have to subscribe and let me know. But anyway, back to the show. Back to the show. I didn't even have to acknowledge that person. But I will say I do have feelings too. Like, this YouTube game is not easy. It's not easy because you open yourself up to be for the public and the public can't tear you down. But anyway, back to Aneesa and Katie. You said Katie should have beaten Aneesa. I don't think there was a competition up there that Katie would have beat Aneesa in. That's why I didn't understand why Aneesa was crying so hard. Like, she had to go lay in Tori's arms and let it out like, Aneesa. Rachel is your homegirl, but at the end of the day, Rachel got three kids at home. She's trying to win some money for her family. And if you are holding her family back and holding the team back, now, Rachel, that was some bullshit, some BS about, oh, I'm going to pick the guys and CT can pick the girls, because at the end of the day, Derek volunteered. So you really didn't have to pick nobody, Rachel, because Derek volunteered. But hey, I'm not mad at you for sending Aneesa in. Aneesa, go on, snatch that pole out of Katie's hand and let's move on, because that's pretty much what happened. Katie, that first round, she put her leg around Aneesa's neck. I thought Katie was about to get one. I thought Katie was going to at least get one round. But one thing I do remember about Katie back in the day, Katie is feisty. If it was some heights over the water, Katie would have quit. That's the only thing Katie gonna quit about. But if it's not heights involved, Katie gonna do her thing. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Katie's performance. Somebody got to go home first. And I'm not really mad that Katie went home first. I'm mad at Dejan and Debu, whoever said it. Y'all in the chat calling Leroy Linani. I ain't gonna say it no more, Leroy. Y'all know I like Leroy. That's funny though. That is funny. Leilani. Anyway, let's get over to Mark and Derek. This is the first one that I got incorrect. Put some respect on Derek's name. Put respect on Derek's name. I kind of just was giving it to Mark because I was like, Mark is so much bigger and stronger. But we've seen Derek beat bigger and stronger people in the past. So I don't know why. I don't know why I did that to you, Derek. I'm sorry. I don't know why I wrote, I got my paper from last week and I'm saying if I'm right or wrong. I don't know why I voted for you to go home. I just thought last week, Derek was going to go home. I don't know what it is about the pole wrestle and Derek K, but that's his shit. Damn it. Cursing before the mark. That's his game. If you're ever in an elimination, I don't care what size you are. I feel like he could take down Big Easy. Hell, he could have took down Aneesa. I don't know. Whatever size you are, whatever muscle mass you may have, you're not beating Derek in this pole wrestle thing. I don't know what strategy he has about getting low, because usually, like, wasn't it? is it Laterian, where he was using his weight on people to tire them out. Like Mark had his big self all on top of little Derek, and Derek was just like, well, when Mark gets tired, I'm just gonna get up and run and take the pole away from him. I was like, oh. And he did it 2 times in a row. Like I just knew it was gonna be 1 versus 1, and then it was gonna be a tiebreaker. No. Is the pole wrestle easier for people with a little body? I don't know. Y'all knew Mark was going home. I mean, Mark is 52. And let me tell y'all something. I just hit this 46, and this 46 is not easy. Like, yeah, I still like to get my party on and stuff like that, but that recovery after is hard. So the older you are, that recovery is hard. I ain't about to sit in the house though. Now I'm gonna sit in the house for these next 6 weeks, but I'm gonna turn up again. Don't worry, I'm gonna turn up again. Anyway, I can't believe it. What you say? Derek hugs the pole with his little body, which makes it nearly impossible for anyone to take the pole from him. I mean, yeah, but somebody big can do the same thing, and it's still gonna be hard because they body bigger. I don't know. Whatever strategy there is to pole wrestle, people need to just pull up all of Derek's videos and study it, because Derek did his thing. You glad Mark went home? I don't find him entertaining. I would have liked to see what Mark could have done with this cast, but if we telling the truth, we are telling the truth over here on Kiss My Cheeks TV. I see Vacation Alliance all over this. Like I can see Bananas and his crew of people skating through. Casey and her crew is already skating through. Though it seems like in this little trailer, it seemed like Josh is gonna be telling. Is he telling Tori we aren't even friends anymore? Is that why Josh was on vacation with Theo, Olivia, and Naya, because he got kicked out the vacation crew? Or was he yelling at KC, we not even friends anymore? I don't know. I want to see who not friends with Josh anymore. But I need to make some fantasy swaps already. Paulie done went on. Paulie, you ain't have to go home episode 1. Who next on my list? I think Act 4 is last. Let's get into Ryan versus Brandon, Kellyanne versus, I had down Aviv. I should have known they was going to throw in Cara. I don't even know why I put a question mark on Aviv on my paper. But it was Kellyanne and Cara. I still had, no, this one I had wrong too, because I knew it was that Build a Cave thing that JB CT in, but I would have preferred if they would have did Not So Fast, the one where you have to tie the rope to yourself and actually go through the jungle gym and then use your arms to pull the rope out. Like, I like that one better than this who could break into the cage faster. I don't know, but it is what it is. All 4 of them played this elimination at the same time. We did see a flashback of, I don't know why Brandon got voted in over who else. They wouldn't have put in Derek because Laurel loves Derek. And I guess Nehemiah Brown, who cares? Brandon, whatever. We saw the flashback of Laurel having the audacity of saying Cara is the anchor of the team. And she tired of playing the game with this anchor on her team. I'm like, Laurel, you came in first out of everybody, and Cara was a very close second. So what do you mean an anchor? And I like how Cara told Bananas, you just mad I beat you. Like, if it was the first 2 people, period, I wouldn't even be over here. And later on in the confessional, Laurel did admit that she's putting in people that she doesn't want to run a final against. So we got a smidgen of honesty. Like Laurel, you're not looking at the big picture of the game. We're not at the individual portion of the game. If you get rid of all your heavy hitters up front, you might not make it to the final. You got to make it through the team portion of the game. So, like you all said, it wasn't nothing really to this. how can you critique throwing up knots and chains against the door? Whatever. Cara won as she should have. As she should have. And Ryan won, and I'm not mad at Ryan for winning because, I mean, he showed some heart. I really feel like Era 2, outside of Laurel and Cara little feud, I really don't care. And I'm not going to care too much about this Laurel versus Cara too much longer. Anyway, let's move on to Act 3, where I got Tony correct, and I put down Avery. And they actually put in Amanda. Who outside whistling? Anyway, I got that wrong. But I did get Nia winning, and it was Balls In. And I have a question about Balls In. Let's go over Nia and Amanda first. Nia says Corey is the P word. I don't know if you could say the P word over here on YouTube, but y'all all know what Amanda said. Corey is the P word for voting her in instead of voting in Avery, who he does not know. She said they got together and said, we doing it for Nelly T, and I'm your number one in this game. You're my number one. Let's play both sides of the coin. I like to look at both sides of the coin. From Amanda's point of view, I get it, because you need somebody who you could trust to the fullest in these type of games to have your back. But from Corey's point of view, Amanda, you might not win nothing to have his point of back. Like, you need winners to be in the alliance. Like, yeah, we can be in the alliance all we want, but if you can't win nothing to actually protect me, I'm just winning everything to protect you. I don't know. I still would have kept Amanda. I wouldn't have threw my day one under the bus. I feel like Corey didn't have a backbone. Like, Tori, you already got to save Devin and Jordan, and you get to throw in your enemy too. Like, Corey, did you say anything in deliberation? Did you even try to suggest Avery? Like, it seemed like you just let Tori run away with that. But she tried it with that Nelly T card. But Davion, Corey admitted that, yes, they said that they were doing this for Nelson, which at the end of the day, I kind of feel like Nelson will be back. I mean, I watched Nelson on Instagram. He doing his damn thing with his, Lord, I don't know the correct term. Is it, I know it ain't amputated, but what they call the new leg, whatever. I just don't know what it's called. But Nelson is doing his damn thing. I done seen him out in the river swimming. He's in the pool swimming. He can climb, he can jump, he can run. I feel like Nelson will be back, if not for 41, maybe 42 or 43. Nelson will be back. So we ain't got to really do nothing for Nelson. And in the way Nelson getting all these damn endorsements, because I believe he's endorsing, what's the name of I don't want to call it the fake leg. I just don't know what it's called. Prosthetic. Thank you, Koki. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. That prosthetic company, I think it's like a orthopedic surgeries, whatever they're called. He's already endorsing that. He has some kind of protein or health endorse. Like, Nelson is making money. Like, he ain't hurt, but we don't know what his medical bills are. But anyway, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Let's talk about Leroy and Tony first. Well, we was on Amanda and Nia first. Amanda got the first ball in, and then Nia looked kind of shaky. Then she got it together and she whooped Amanda's ass. What I didn't understand is when Nia and Amanda got the ball in the center circle, it seemed like they had to actually get their ball in to get the point. But when Leroy and Tony was just getting the ball in the center circle, TJ was like, you got it in the center, so you got the point. And I was like, but y'all ain't do that for Amanda and Nia. I don't know. Maybe it was different rules for the guys and the girls. Nia is double the size of Amanda, so I expected her to beat Amanda. Leroy and Tony, like, Leroy didn't embarrass himself like Paulie did, but I was like, Leroy, did you just show up for the check and want to go back home? And if you did, that's okay. But MTV, I want y'all to stop casting people who don't care about going home first. They show up for their check and then they want to go home. Because y'all did the same thing with Chauncey. And he had just had his baby 2-3 days ago. And he was like, look, I'm going to show up for this appearance fee check. And then, if I go home, I go home. Yes, Tony did whoop Leroy's ass. And it was not as embarrassing as how Theo whooped Paulie's ass. But Leroy still got his ass whooped. And I was like, damn, Leroy, it don't even seem like you trying. It seemed like you just kind of gave it away. But whatever. I mean, I guess. If anything, I'm happy Leroy went home. And Leroy, I love you. I would not mind seeing you back on the show when your head is in the game, because your head wasn't in the game over there on the All-Stars 4, and it damn sure wasn't there. Matter of fact, Leroy, you just babysit and let Cam play. Stay retired. Let Cam get the appearance fees, and you just babysit and let Cam come play the game, because that was embarrassing. That was a little bit embarrassing, Leroy. But anyway, we got rid of Leroy and Amanda. Oh, well. Now, damn it, I got it wrong on Act 4. We knew Theo versus Paulie, but I thought it was going to be Norris versus Jenny. I don't know why I thought Michelle was going to save Olivia. But Horacio had a backbone. He said, my woman want Olivia, and I don't give a damn how you feel about Olivia. She going in because my girlfriend said that's who she want. And then here come Michelle. I think was Laurel and Paulie were having some kind of conversation. I don't forget because I ain't took notes. But here come Michelle. I believe Michelle must have saw the camera and was like, well, I'm just going to come in because it's a camera here. And she was like, Paulie, I just want you to know that I didn't vote for you. I voted for whatever Michelle said. I said, Michelle, get out the camera. Purple Jacket, go back to your closet and hang up and be quiet, because you ain't vote for nobody. Paulie damn near volunteered. He got all up in Theo's face. You been wanting me since War of the Worlds 2. If I'm what you want, just call me out and I'll do it. And Theo said, I want you. So what are you talking about, Michelle? Go sit down. Paulie knew he was going in. They was damn near talking all that shit at the round table, whatever they call the round table this season. They both was talking all that shit to each other. Michelle, go sit down. Right, Paulie asked for that. He ain't need you to come up there and put your face in the camera for nothing. I just want you to know. Like, shut up. I'm going to have to drag Michelle. I mean, I'm just going to have to drag her every episode till she go home. But anyway, let's get to the hall brawl of it all. Paulie. I mean, damn. I do love me. I ain't gonna lie over here. Y'all know I ain't gonna be fake or phony. I love me some Paulie. And I want to say whatever you want to say about it. I don't care. I like when Paulie is on the show. It seemed like he came back for USA 2 and was it USA 2 and he went home early, like the second or third elimination. And then over here, you go home first. Somebody had a concussion. What are y'all talking about? How does someone have 2 concussions at once? You can't have 2 concussions at once. You either got a concussion or you don't. Right. I don't even think Theo hit Paulie as hard as he wanted to, Stormy. I 100% agree. Let's just go ahead and talk about it, because at the end of the day, let's get Olivia and Norris out the way. I do agree those 2 ladies said we're not going to hit each other, and whoever can run down the hallway the fastest can have it, because they didn't hit each other. And I mean, Olivia probably would have knocked the shit out of Norris. I would have preferred to see it, but I mean, okay, it is what it is. Olivia won. Theo has to be 2 feet taller than Paulie? At least 1.5 feet. Like, Theo is tall as hell. He might be 2 feet taller than Paulie, but the fact that Theo got lower than Paulie to hit him with his shoulder in his chest and knock the shit out of Paulie the first time. I said, Theo, damn, like Theo, he on my fantasy team. He on my fantasy team. Right. Olivia took it way too easy. I agree, AM. I was like, damn, Theo, you good. You good. I feel like if Paulie was a little bit taller and Theo didn't have to get as low to really hit him, Theo would have knocked the shit out of Paulie. Now, I know Paulie is athletic, he's muscular and all that, but isn't Theo like an Olympic track star? Like, Theo probably just has the type. I don't know what it just could just be Theo is Theo. I don't know. But I already knew Paulie was gonna lose when I knew he was going up in a hall brawl against Theo anyway. I just didn't know it was episode 1. But it was embarrassing. And I like that Paulie even said, I ain't even watched this shit back yet and I'm embarrassed. I know Paulie is super embarrassed after last night after seeing it on the video. I mean, what movie is that where they be like, did you even pinch the bitch? Like, did you even get in it? Did you get a lick in? Paulie, I ain't gonna make fun of you too bad because, I do like you. But you did want all the smoke, and you got it. You got it. And sometimes, it is what it is. It is what it is. You don't get no more physical of an elimination than a hall brawl. And he lost. Right. Cara was looking at him. She was looking like even Cara had to turn her head. She was like, "Oh, not my man over there embarrassing me." Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was Players Club. Like, did you even pinch the bitch? That's what I'm thinking the whole time. Because the second time, Theo just knocked him out again. And even Paulie said that he gave me a good hit. It is what it is. And that was the episode, y'all. It ain't nothing else to talk about. Let's go through some of these comments and then I'm going to let y'all go. Paulie always talking about, I hit bigger guys than me all the time. Yeah, but you ain't never hit Theo. Sometimes a little person can whoop, and I don't mean little person like that. A smaller person can whoop up on a bigger person's ass, but Theo wasn't the one. Right. He wasn't the one. After his last 2 appearances, Paulie should be humbled. He should be. You good, but it's always somebody better, which I can't wait. I can't wait for somebody to knock the shit out of Laurel's ass. Like, bitch, you ain't all that. But I feel like he's going to come back and do even more for the camera time. I wish he wouldn't. I would like Paulie to come back, strategize, and really play the game because I feel like he's really good at these dailies. He tanks in the finals. I don't know why. Him and Leroy, they be tanking in them finals. But I would like to see Paulie come back and actually play the game because I feel like Paulie, I don't want him and Cara to break up. I don't, because I don't know what the status of their relationship is. But I feel like for so long, he has to fight Cara's battles where I think, like he said, he's made amends with a lot of people. I don't even really think him and Theo, I hope after this, if him and Theo come on another season together, it's like, okay, that's in the past. Let's just play this out. Like, y'all ain't got to be best friends, but I hope it ain't no more of this me versus you type of shit or ish or whatever. But we'll see. I just feel like he can't because he's always fighting Cara's battles, which you should. That's your girl. And I hate that Laura was talking about, I wish Cara would see people just don't like you. I'm like, who are these people? Because she's super cool with CT, Darrell, like a lot of people, Rachel, a lot of people like Cara over you. A lot of people just don't want to run a final with Cara. I want Rachel to go home. What's her name? Laura to go home. I don't want to see her in nobody final. Because she talked too much shit and she needs to be humbled. Paulie about to go back to not argue with women after whooping his ass. What? Lord. This would be far less embarrassing if Polly didn't talk all that shit. I agree. As a fellow short man, we got to pick and choose our battles. I don't think it has anything to do with height because, to be honest, he's shorter, so he's able to go low and hit Theo. He should have been able to put a good hit on Theo. Paulie wasn't expecting Theo to get lower than him, and that's what won it. Because if Theo would have got what we would assume somebody would think is low for his height, Paulie would have still been lower than him and could have got that shoulder into Theo. But the fact that Theo got all the way down lower than Paulie and hit him and still got up running, Paulie wasn't expecting that. That's what he wasn't expecting. He thinking, I'm short, because really his height is his advantage because he can get low, make the hit, and keep running. He wasn't expecting Theo to get, why I want to call this man Leo. Horacio needs to get his head in again. Look, I think Horacio is checked out because it's Nurys is the one that's telling him what to do. Horacio is checked out. I think he might lean on Kylan. And for as long as Kylan is in the game, Horacio might be in the game. But if Kylan was to go home next, Horacio would be checked out. Yeah. Paulie got to get back into World of Worlds. I don't want him to go back to being crazy. I don't want that because then people are not going to want him on the show. They're going to, what they call it, ice him out. I don't want him to go back to being crazy. I just want him to play the game because he's entertaining. He's going to entertain me. Anyway, Paulie put on some pounds. He did. If he makes it to a final, he's going to do worse. He did pass out one time. Look, I ain't going to go back in history. I think one of them finals, to me, was it World of Wars 2? I felt like that final was extremely unfair because the team who had the advantage of having more people, which is the point of the game all season, was to keep your team, to keep the USA strong. They had so much weight on their whatever that thing they had to carry on their shoulder, but you can still only have 4 people carry it at a time, which was extremely more harder than the other team. Was it UK? The UK team, who were only down to 5 or 6 people. They had less weight. It just, I never thought that final was fair, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Paulie all bark, no bite. Right, bring him on. I don't think him being bi has anything to do with it, but bring him on. Paulie said they're rivals. They're still rivals. I haven't listened to any of the exit interviews. Y'all know I've been out of town, but I'm going to catch up. And wouldn't want a rival season because he wouldn't want to be partners with Theo. Right, Allison. That does sound like somebody who wants a rival season. Yes. I feel like, why is it still beef? Who cares? I mean, one thing I can't do, I can't do it. One thing I can't do is hold on to beef for years. Like, if I don't fool with you no more, I just don't fool with you. And I'm going to act like you invisible. But I'm not going to come in your face and still be beefing. I'd rather just act like you're invisible to be like, oh, we rivals till we die. Just act like they already dead. Act like they're no longer here and keep moving. I don't like that. It's still beef for what? It's at the end of the day, it's just a game show. Ain't nobody talk about your mama. Paulie beef, just as it seems inauthentic. I agree. If you could forgive some of the other stuff, or even not forgive, but let some of the other beefs you had go, like with Bananas and all them other people, you could let that beef with Theo go. It wasn't even that deep. I really don't even know what y'all was fighting over. I don't know. I already forgot. If people like Kara over Laurel, then why, with the help of people? If people like Kara over Laurel, I'm talking about me. I don't understand. Well, it was the people on that season. And I think that season, it wasn't necessarily that people hated Kara. I think it was nobody wanted Kara in the final. Nobody wanted to run a final with Cara in All Stars 4, and people found reasons to hate on her. And they used the reasons, oh, she's protecting her star. She's acting like that star is her baby. And she's willing to do anything to keep it. But as soon as Cam got a star, she did the same thing. As soon as anybody got a star, I don't recall anybody saying, hey, come take my star, except for Ace, but he was a little bit, I don't think he cared. But I don't think anyone was like, hey, come take my star. You can have it. I'll get it back later. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what TJ told them to do. Get your star and protect it. I never understood the hate on Cara. Can't nobody make me understand it because it just doesn't make sense to me. But the people on All Stars 4 wanted to help Laurel over Cara. But season 40 is going to be a different game. Now, her team, it might be hard. I think Act 2 still want her ass out of Act 2. But Cara, I believe the way the game is going to shake, they said you need to have friends on other acts. And she has a lot of friends in Act 1. I don't know about Act 4. I don't know. We're going to see how it play out. But I don't like Laurel over Cara. I read that one already. They said that their beef was squashed in elimination. Theo was giving him props and stuff. I thought so too. I thought they hugged it out and stuff. Like, I don't understand why they would. Now, who I don't understand is Norris and Olivia. Like, I wouldn't still like you. I can't. Snoracio. But he did just finish filming a 4-month competition show before going to season 40. What show was that? And is it in English? Because if it ain't in English, I ain't watching it. He only had a 2-week break. He's exhausted, mind you. He would still be boring with the rest. I mean, he was still a bit boring except for sticking up for his girl. But Amanda genuinely dislikes the people she argues with. She does. Like, it ain't no making up with Amanda and Tori. I think Amanda and Corey will make up because it ain't that deep. But yeah, Amanda and Tori, that's a wrap. It seems like she's trying to get paired with Tori for a while. I don't think that rival season will work. I don't think them two like each other enough. But I'm happy that's out. I'm happy that's gone. That's one thing that they got rid of a lot of rivals. We got rid of Amanda, Paulie versus Theo, Olivia versus Norris. Norris was tweeting that her and Olivia had a lot of conversations in the house where they made up, but they didn't show it, I guess, to make it seem like they were still beefing before this hall brawl. Look, I don't care. And I kind of want to know what Olivia said, because I wouldn't trust Olivia or that purple jacket, but it ain't me. If I'd rather have Ninja on my team over Tori and Jordan, then you deserve to lose. Dabu, don't make me put my thinking cap on, because I really don't remember what happened. I remember Cara, Cam, and them flipped the vote to get Bananas and Laurel thrown in because they were tired of Bananas and Laurel winning everything. I don't think it had anything to do with Ninja. Ninja just happened to be the one who beat Laurel. I wouldn't care about Jordan or Tori being on my team, but I think at that time, Cara and Jordan or Tori and Cara, like, the couples were beefing at that time, so I really don't care. But I can't put my thinking cap on that far, but I don't think it had anything to do with Tori and Jordan. I thought the beef on World of Worlds 2 started with, we don't want Bananas running this game with Laurel, so we about to vote they asses in, which they should be doing this season. We really want to see Bananas and Laurel running another season. Right, Amanda does not like her. Amanda is entertaining. Let's get to the end. I don't want to lie and say I'm coming back to the comments, but the end of the game where TJ sends the house away, and then all the eliminated people get to vote, make a karma vote. 5 who you like the best, 1 you like the least. I said, ooh, TJ, This a mess because you did notice all the Laurel fans. Who was it at Dabu? You saw Laurel. Everybody gave Laurel a negative number. Ain't nobody give Laurel no 5 or bananas. But everybody gave Cara her 5s as she should have got. I can't wait to see how this karma vote plays out. Are we gonna karma vote the whole season? Bloody Money, yes. For right now, I like the karma vote, but I need to know how it's gonna play out. Is it whoever get the most karma votes gets a star in the finals? Is it whoever gets the least 1 week automatically gets thrown into elimination or purged? Like, depending on how this karma vote shakes out, I think I do like it. I love a good twist. If the twist gives the house fair advantage from the majority alliance, I would say it like that. Because right now, I see Bananas crew and I see the Friendship crew. And if the karma votes breaks down those two crews where the rest of the house can have a more fair advantage, I'm all here for it. Right, we ain't got time to go over World of Wars 2. I don't have time to put my thinking cap on because y'all know I'll be forgetting stuff. Now, see, this karma vote is giving, right, it's giving All Stars 4. So if the winner is helped through this, I don't like it. Look, I don't mind it because at least it's based on karma. And these people don't know what they're voting for. They're just voting on who they like or not. Look, I don't care. I didn't like it on All Stars 4 and they still gonna do it. I just want to see what the twist will bring. I will say this. I don't mind if the karma votes help people within the game, but I will agree with you, Miguel. I don't want to see this help people in the final. I don't like that you got 5 stars so you could skip 5 stations. Like, you pretty much telling people they could just win. Even though Laurel did almost lose to Steve if Steve didn't play his stars wrong. But that's here nor there because at the end of the day, Steve still lost. But I would like to see finals being an even playing field. Like, this the final, run it, and that's it. But anyway, AM, you don't like the karma points unless it's, I don't want to see a redemption house. I'm happy it's not a redemption house. I think the eliminated players should go home and don't have any impact on the game. What if these karma, no, because we already know the winners of elimination will pick who the targets are. So I can't wait to see if Cara gives her target to Laurel. Ryan doesn't like Laurel anymore, so maybe they might give their targets to Laurel and Bananas. Like, this is going to be good, and I can't wait to see it. The karma points, I want to call them Cara points. The karma points feel like jury management, except they don't know that they're doing it, and how would they ever know? Because everyone, they left the proving ground, they back in the house. The eliminated people are giving out their points. The people in the house don't know about that they need to play jury management because they back at the house. And the people who go in next time, whoever loses then, they aren't going to know. So if it is jury management, I think it's amazing because a lot of these people don't know how to talk to people. They talk a lot of shit and they end up getting who they want out the house. And then they be like, okay, bam, here go this 1. You can take this 1, this -5, this 0. Here you go. You can take that. Yeah, you got, these people don't know how to talk to people. You can vote people in and say what you have to say without being condescending, talking about their mama and all that other stuff. Oh, Taj, you don't like the karma vote. This isn't Survivor or Big Brother. Part of the challenge is that I can dislike people and get rid of them to their face. The challenge isn't about you being kind, but they don't know they need to be kind. So they still gonna be talking mad crazy to these people, but they gonna get their 1 on their vote. You gonna get a 1. Yeah, go ahead and take this 1, Laurel. This -5, Bananas. But I do agree with you a little bit, Taj. The challenge is about talking shit, and Beat me in elimination. You can say whatever you want to say, but can you beat me? You can't beat me in elimination. Who cares? I agree with that a little bit. It encourages people like the vacation crew, except for the vacation crew doesn't know. But the vacation crew is boring. Like, who's going to give, what's her name? KC a 5. I mean, a 1. She's boring. We're just going to give her a 3 and move it along. I would have gave her a 1. You're boring. But KC doesn't really mess with people. Challengers are going to start to worry that these karma points BS will be a part of the future season. So now people are going to be afraid to be cutthroat and make power moves. One thing about the challenge is they don't keep a twist very long. Like, I really love the skull twist. You saw how long we had the skull twist, about 2 seasons, and they be throwing it in the trash. So I don't think so. I don't think so. The karma points twist will make people play a scared game, and Cam is going to be at home sick to her stomach. Why? Why? I mean, it seems I ain't gonna say nothing bad about my girl Cam. Let's go ahead and move to the next comment. Bananas is screwed with them karma points. I agree. And so is Laurel's ass. And so is Laurel's. Banana will rise about the hate just to make my team top 15 in fantasy. Let's look at the fan. I forgot. I didn't make a dummy team on the computer, so I can't pull up the fantasy team for the challenge. I'm going to have to go in and make a dummy team next week on the computer just so I can be able to see it. Because if I create the team on my phone, it doesn't flip over to the computer. So I can look at my phone and see where everybody's at. I think my team is in the toilet. I think my team is trash. But let's see. Let's see. By next week, I'll be able to share it. The challenge. Oh, yeah. I'm scrolling too far to get to my team. Is my team in last place? Oh, my God. I'm in 59th place. That's a shame. That's a shame. I put Janae in my starting lineup, and Janae only got 9 points. I gotta do some swaps. I gotta get my team all the way together. I also feel like it's gonna end up punishing players that stir up drama and make beefs, but those things are the things production wants. Allison, you in 66th place. Let me see. I'm in 59th. You sure are. I kind of but it's not that bad because we got 125 people playing, so I'm still in the top. What's that? 40%. I could turn this thing around. I could turn this thing around. It's just week 2. We got a long way to go. Janae not gonna get you too many points unless she's oh my God. AM. A mess. Y'all. I love y'all. But anyway, Janae, be faithful to your husband. This time around, I don't think it's nobody out there that she really wants this season. But I'm about to get off of here, you all. I'm about to go watch some more. See, Dabu, I knew somebody was gonna say it. I knew somebody was gonna say it, but I didn't want to be the one to say it. I did not want to be the one to say it. But I'm about to go catch up on Love is Blind UK. Me and Ebby will be back Wednesday nights. Again, tomorrow night, Love Island USA reunion. I have some things to say. Your girl even took a little bit of notes. You know, I'll never take no notes. But I took a little bit of notes so I wouldn't forget any of my talking points. We're going to get into that tomorrow night. And tomorrow night, I'm going to give y'all my story time for the Missy Elliott concert. All I'm going to say right now, the concert, I didn't know Chicago was the last leg of the tour because I think she's doing a concert tonight. What's tonight? Friday? Tonight's Saturday. It's tonight Friday or Saturday. I done got my days are all mixed up. I think today's Saturday. Yes. So tonight was the last night. She did one Thursday. I went to the Thursday night show. They had a Friday night and a Saturday night show. All the shows were sold out. Shout out to that concert. It just was an A+++ performance. They did hint that they will be doing this again in 2025 next year. So look out for that if you missed it this year. If you love Missy Elliott and you want to see a good show, look out for it next year and get your tickets. It was amazing. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to wrap this up. I will holler at y'all tomorrow night for those reviews. And until then, it will be our regular scheduled program. So that means the challenge on Thursdays and Big Brother weekly recaps will be on Fridays. So it's Saturday, but Dabu, you know I was in Chicago. So you know I stocked up. I ain't did one yet. But you know I was in Chicago and I stopped up. I love to get me a good stash when I can go get me a good stash. Anyway, y'all, let me get off this internet before I tell on myself too much. But I will holler at y'all. Have a good one. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bye.